right now on Fox 35 News at 11.
What struck me more was the way the state that presented no details, no evidence.
A Fox 35 exclusive tonight. More of our interview with an alternate juror who served on the George Zimmerman trial. Tonight, his insight into the case and how he feels not only about his safety, but also about the safety of the other jurors after that not guilty verdict. Fox 35's Valerie Boey joins us live now with more on this exclusive interview. Valerie?
Sonny, alternate E54 says he's concerned for his safety and the safety of the other jurors. He also has some tough criticism for both the state and defense on what he thought was not appropriate for court. And how much did you know about the case before all of this?
I knew what I said I knew in my jury selection. I knew a little bit. I knew the incident happened. I knew that George Zimmerman was charged for, was initially not charged for anything, and then later he was charged by the state after an investigation, you know, I knew that there were some demonstrations and protests that I think urged on the investigation, but it was about the extent of it.
Back then, I mean, did you support a person's right to carry with a permit?
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. I think that's the one, like you say, it's with a permit. You know, it's lawfully using and carrying a firearm is fine.
And what was your reaction to Don West's knock-knock joke?
My reaction initially, before he even once he started the joke, I absolved myself that I wasn't going to laugh at no matter what it was, but how good it was or whatever. But with all due respect to Don West, yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with with holding back a laughter, because it just was not a good joke. And I don't care what he says about it. It was his presentation. It wasn't his presentation. It was just not a good joke, and it wasn't a good time for it either. And it just doesn't seem appropriate to me.
In bad taste.
And bad taste. Yeah.
What about the interaction between the judge and the defense? What do you think of that?
You know, I don't have any thoughts on that. That to me is just it's part of you know, a trial, and you know, I don't know what it was all about. I just know, you know, that there was you know, that she was firm with him, and you know, but you know, I don't really have any other feelings about that. So,
what did you think about opening and closing arguments?
Well, you know, I think the opening arguments kind of set the tone for, and the closing arguments for the state, kind of set the tone for the fact that they
should say opening statements, closing arguments.
They didn't set the they set the tone for how they were going to approach the case, and at the end, with John Guy's closing arguments with trying to focus on the heart and the feelings of the jurors, you know, it wasn't going to affect me. You know, I think I was more in touch with what the defenses, with the details, and that's what I was there to focus on, was the details. Was
it how they presented the details when they went through each witness at the very end, or, you know, what was it that got you?
Well, it was just the fact that they focused on the details. I think what struck me more was the way the state that presented no details, no evidence, you know, that could support them, their position.
And did you think they needed to curse in openings?
No, I didn't think that was appropriate. You know, those comments to me had no bearing at all on the outcome of my decision in the case. But I know, you know, the fact was that he was trying to get. It was just a different approach to get to people's decision.
Are you concerned for your safety?
Yeah, I am. You know, I wanted to show my face today because I wanted the ladies to see my face and let them know I was here and still out here for them. But you know, it's just not. I think it's too early yet. So yeah, I'm still concerned.
And concerned for the other jurors?
Absolutely.
Have you talked to them since?
No.
You plan to?
I hope so one day. I hope we can. I mean, I did send him an email immediately after the verdict to let him know that I was proud of him and stood by their decision, and to let him know that that I was there with them. So I did reach out to them that way.
Did they respond at all?
A couple of them have.
Do you want to share that?
No, well, that's between us.
Okay. What's it feel like to be finished with this?
It's gratifying. It was a long 5 weeks, a longer 3 weeks while we were there, but you know what? It's not really over yet. But it's still going on. So, until I feel safe, until my family can feel safe, until the other jurors can feel safe, it's not over yet.
Is there a message you want to put out there? People who are upset with the verdict regarding peace, racial tensions.
I understand there's anger and hatred out there in the world, but it should be focused at where it needs to be focused at, and not on the people who had to make this decision.
Would you do this all over again?
Absolutely. It's a responsibility that I welcome.
While jurors were sequestered, they got to shop, eat out, and go to the movies approved by the court. Their families would also visit on the weekends.
Really interesting interview, and it was great that he opened up so readily when you talked to him. He noted he was concerned about his safety and the safety of the other jurors. So what's next for him?
Well, he says he's back to work and he's just trying to get back into that normal routine. I asked him, of course, are you going to write a book? And he said, maybe, I'll think about that.
Interesting. I think a lot of people would read it.
I think so too.
Valerie Boey, great work. Thank you so much.
Thanks.